Welcome to mHUB, Chicago's innovation center for physical product development and manufacturing in the heart of the Midwest's thriving technology ecosystem. mHUB's members create breakthrough products in robotics, connected devices, sensors, energy tech, unmanned vehicles, and other cutting-edge innovations. By providing the right resources, mentorship, and access to manufacturing industry insiders, mHUB helps early-stage innovators go from prototype to product to sustainable business, driving a greater likelihood of success. We are a community of entrepreneurs, manufacturers, investors, mentors, engineers, and designers, as well as education and industry partners. mHUB's state-of-the-art 63,000 square foot facility features 10 unique fabrication centers to make the product development cycle as efficient and seamless as possible. We provide over $3 million in resources for product design and rapid prototyping, including a microfactory for on-site low-volume production runs. mHUB is creating the conditions for product innovation to thrive. mHUB is literally built from the foundation of Chicago's manufacturing industry. In 1916, 965 West Chicago was home to the Milwaukee Iron and Metal Company, and neighboring businesses included a washing machine manufacturer and the Werner Piano Factory. Throughout the decades, the area has played an integral role in manufacturing. mHUB's facility was recently renovated by Motorola Mobility in 2014. They added $22 million of infrastructure for developing and manufacturing cellular devices. Packaged electronics and IoT connected devices are major focuses at mHUB. This is the Electronics Lab. The feature element of this microfactory is our NeoDen 4 pick-and-place system. It enables entrepreneurs to run low-volume production at a lower cost than anywhere else in the United States. The line allows placement of over 30 components per minute from 48 component reels. It has one pick-and-place machine, a 5-zone oven to accurately create the correct heating profiles for reflow, and an inspection bench. This technology enables entrepreneurs to do many variations of a circuit board before ordering a large batch of the perfect one. To our left, we have soldering and reworking stations for prototyping circuits. The right side is set up for electronic testing. We also have power supplies, oscilloscopes, function generators, frequency analyzers, and multimeters. This is the wet lab, complete with ventilation, freezer, autoclave, and a lab sink. If you are working on a product that involves water or needs water for testing, it's nice to have wet counter space with a drain. This lab is also great for testing medical devices. Members have used the lab for the dyeing of nylon 3D printing parts and casting of water-based materials. In our CNC Machining Lab, we have several CNC machines, some that are very accessible and easy to use, like the X-Carve and Carvey, and others that require a bit more knowledge but are extremely effective for machining metals. The Tormach and the Roland MDX50 are a step up in capability, but require a toolpath and CAM software. And on the high end, we plan on adding a Haas TM2 and a Haas ST10. The machines are capable of cutting P20 steel tools. Typical uses of this lab are making prototypes out of plastic or metal and creating tooling for the injection molding machine, vacuum former, or hydraulic presses. Our laser cutting lab contains 4 laser cutters and has its own ventilation. The laser cutters range from 30 to 150 watts, perfect for cutting wood and plastic sheets. Typical uses of this room might be creating prototype box enclosures, testing fixtures, making 2-dimensional parts out of plastic or wood, customizing prototypes with the engraving feature, and customizing signage or artistic work. This is the Plastics Lab. The most common material used in enclosed electronics is plastic. mHUB's Plastic Lab has a vacuum forming machine, a line bender, and 2 injection molders. Typical uses of this lab are prototyping plastic parts and enclosures, producing low-volume production runs, as well as creating custom packaging with the vacuum form. In our assembly and garage area, members use the tables and tools to assemble their prototypes. They can also rent these dedicated spaces for a week at a time. Our 6 garage units are offices in the shop that can be rented by those who need dedicated space for larger projects. These areas are used for assembly, testing, private lab space, or storing personal machines for a dedicated use. 3D printing is one of the quickest ways to take a digital 3D file and create something tangible. It's the most common method of prototyping. We have 3 different types of printing technologies in our 3D printing lab: FDM, SLA, and SLS. The FDM, fused deposition modeling, machines are on the left. They use ABS and PLA plastic. The BCN Sigma has a dual head extruder, so dissolvable support material can be used. The Form 2 is an SLA machine, stereolithography apparatus. It produces high-quality parts with 25 micron layer resolution. The EOS Selective Laser Sinter machine is a high-end 3D printer. It fuses nylon powder together to create very accurate and durable parts. Typical uses of this lab are prototyping any physical product. This is the Woodwork Lab. This room's featured tool is the ShopBot CNC router with a 4x8 vacuum table, 5 HP spindle motor, and automatic tool charger. There is also a saw-stop table saw, sliding miter saw, bandsaw, router, joiner, planer, and hand tools. Wood is a great material to quickly prototype an idea without the use of a CAD file. This room is great for mocking up fixtures, wood enclosures, wood parts, and routing large sheets of wood and plastic. This is the UL Testing Lab. Through partnership with mHUB, UL will host office hours and give our members access to the UL standards. In this lab, we have metrology equipment, mechanical testing, flow rate and pressure testing, environmental testing, and RF testing equipment. Typical uses of this lab are product and prototype testing. This is the Metal Fabrication Lab. This lab features a TIG welder, MIG welder, spot welder, 55-ton iron worker, 40-ton press, 20-ton horizontal press, 10-ton tube bender, grinding equipment, and a 50-inch hydraulic shear. Typical uses of this room might be creating a metal enclosure with the iron worker, welding structure components together, or building a fixture for testing. For more information about mHUB and memberships, we invite you to learn more at www.mhubchicago.com.